You were put on this earth to express and continue expressing the deepest parts of you. Because there's really no ending to where your emotions go. You're kind of like a never-ending pit of ideas and interests and emotions and memories and things that you enjoy. You're just ongoing. The well inside of you is ongoing. There's no bottom to it. And that's why self-expression is so important for you. Because the more that you express and address how you're feeling or how you felt and what made you feel that way, the less likely you are to lose yourself in everything that's going on around you. You may have a lot of psychic dreams, specifically dreams, but you could also have psychic visions or impressions throughout each day. You should keep a journal or a notepad, or even you can use your phone just to jot down these little psychic hints that you're getting throughout the day or at night, because they're very, very on point and powerful and can actually help you make better decisions throughout your daily life. Even if it's just as simple as, I'm gonna eat chicken today instead of beef, or I'm gonna take an Uber instead of taking public transportation, because there's something about being a better judge of the world when you're not looking at it. Like, you get easily convinced by appearances, and by checking in with how you feel, you get a better read of what's going on, what situation is going on around you. It's very interesting. It's like you could be a very, very good detective or investigator, because your intuition is so on point. But you have to learn not to judge by appearances, only by how you feel, and how something strikes you on the inside, in your heart, never in your mind. I'm also getting that you judge by, or you can easily be fooled by judging appearances, but I'm also getting that people are often judging you by appearance and fooling themselves into thinking they know who you are. Even the people closest to you tend to do this, and that's why it could feel like you're never truly known by anyone, because nobody takes the time to dig into that never-ending well of energy that's within you. They don't even think that you're capable of having that much depth, but you are all the depth. Like, you have everything going on in you. And by expressing yourself more through, it could just be through talking or through writing, and especially through making music, films, whatever, all the arts. If you were to just express yourself more through those mediums, people would then get an idea or a better understanding of who you are and what kind of life you've been living. Because I don't see that this life has been very easy for you, even if it has been a privilege in some sense. It hasn't been easy for you emotionally. You would benefit from tracking the moon phases and what sign the moon is in astrologically every day, because you're very, very, very affected by the movement of the planets, but specifically the moon, and what phase it's in during that time. I see you having these ups and downs, and not understanding why, and you think like, oh, I must have just really bad anxiety, or, a mental health issue, but really it's the moon. And learning how to track it and prepare for it is gonna help you get sane achieve sanity, because I see that sometimes you may feel like you're going a little bit insane. And other people too might feel like you're going a little insane, but really you're very sensitive to the moon and you're being affected by it all the time. You might be a night owl and feel more comfortable when the moon is up, or more empowered when the moon is up, more inspired, more excited about life, more fueled when the moon is out. And so being in a career that allows you to have flexible hours is very, very important. Because and that's not to say like be an entrepreneur or have your own business, because even people who have their own business have to have a set schedule sometimes, depending on what they're conducting. So this isn't saying like quit your day job. No, it's find the right job for you. Find a job that's going to support your flow, however you find it. For you, it's heavy on the arts and the performance arts. Like I'm seeing acting and singing and anything to do with the entertainment business. I just feel that very strongly for you. But like I said before, I'm also seeing like investigative professions, working as a police officer, or even being somebody who works in a psychiatric hospital or in the healthcare system. I don't feel like your purpose on earth in this life is to be, the great helper and healer of humanity. I think you're here on earth simply to experience life and experience the emotional shifts that come with the ebbs and flow of life. I think you're here to experience emotions. In your past life, you might not have been human. I'm seeing that heavily. Like, I don't think you've been human many times. And so it's important that you get to feel how hard it is to be human emotionally and how troublesome it can be to experience, the highs and lows. I really, really feel that for you. Your soul isn't really comfortable with emotions. And it's because it hasn't had much experience with that kind of up and down, all around turmoil that humans go through. I'm sure that if you did a meditation on past life, past life regression meditation or hypnosis, you would come to find that you were not human in a very significant past life, and that's why you're incarnating in this life, because you need to experience what it's like to have emotions, to be hurt, to be inspired, to be confused, to be sad. Like, you're really here to learn about what it is to be an emotional creature. This upcoming wolf full moon is going to be very, very important for you, and I don't know. I don't think it's going to be easy, but I think it's going to be very eye-opening for you. There's a lot of emotions coming up. I think every full moon for you is very emotionally taxing, but it's actually for spiritual purposes. It's like you need to cleanse everything that builds up every month. Like, you need to just cleanse it out of your body. So during full moons, you're always going to be more emotionally sensitive, and that's okay. Let it flow up, because you don't want to keep that stuff really dense inside of you. It's going to make you feel more on edge than you already tend to be. Connecting with nature is really important as well. Keeping nature in your home is important, especially if you live in an urban area where you don't really get to be around nature often. Keeping things like rocks, ocean water, leaves, like if you find a leaf outside that's pretty, just keep it in your house, or having plants in your home, potted plants, little things like that to just introduce natural life into your home. That's going to help you feel a little bit more balanced and make your home feel a little bit less like a cage. I feel like you often feel like a dog in a cage, which is so weird. It's a very specific reference, but it's like feeling like you're an animal trapped in a human lifetime, or an animal trapped in a human life, and there's so many rules and expectations tied to you when you just want to be wild and free. Like, that's what I keep getting. You want to be wild and free, which is why the entertainment business is kind of being, I don't want to say the entertainment business, but being an entertainer, having that be your profession, being someone who doesn't really live by the common rules and gets to decide certain things and have flexible, hours that are unpredictable and doing things that are unpredictable. You need that sense of randomness and chaos and spontaneity to feel free. That's really, really important for you. So making sure to connect with people who are like that and pursue opportunities that are like that, it's very, very important for you to do that. Surrounding yourself with people who are into that more bohemian, go with the flow lifestyle is going to help you always stay in alignment with who you truly are. I'm channeling the movie Rent because it sort of has that bohemian lifestyle vibe that I'm picking up on. I'm not saying you got to be out here, not able to pay your rent. Definitely, I want you to be financially stable, but in terms of day-to-day life, I could see you needing something that's a little less organized all the time, needing something that's a little less rigid and predictable. You need some chaos in your life to feel sane, which is wild, but I think you get it.